This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Ah, coming to you live from the Review-Journal studio. We're going to take you live to the Las Vegas Convention Center, where County Commissioners Jim Gibson and Segerblom are expected to urge residents to find their next job opportunity now before it's too late. Federal unemployment benefits are scheduled to expire in the first week of September, and officials are encouraging people not to wait until then to find their next position. In addition, the commissioners are expected to provide some details about a summer job fair that the county will host this Friday at the convention center. This will be the first large-scale in-person job fair since the beginning of the pandemic. More than 100 employers are expected to participate. And of course, this pandemic has wreaked havoc in southern Nevada. Here in Las Vegas, the unemployment rate shot past 33% after casinos and businesses were ordered to close their doors to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Now, with COVID restrictions lifted, businesses have reopened their doors. And as the crowds over the 4th of July weekend showed, Vegas is definitely open for business again. However, that doesn't mean the economy has fully recovered. Last week, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that nearly 9% of the Las Vegas area workforce was still unemployed in May. And that was the second highest rate amongst metropolitan areas across the country, with at least 1 million people. Only Los Angeles had a higher rate. Now let's take a live look at the Las Vegas Convention Center, where County Commissioners Jim Gibson and Segerblom are expected to urge Clark County residents to find their next job opportunity now before federal unemployment benefits expire. As you can see there, they have a podium set up, and you can see the poster. They're expected to talk about that job fair very shortly. While we wait for this briefing to begin, we'll be leaving you with this live picture.
What? Tick. Come up here. You ready? Well, thank you very much for covering us today. We've got a really important message for anyone who's looking for work or is receiving unemployment benefits. The time is now to find a career. Let me repeat that. The time is now. In Nevada, federal unemployment benefits expire the first week of September. And when September 4th rolls around, that benefit is over. We have no control over any of that. That means you have 2 months before the extra $300 a week goes away. That's not a lot of time, and that's a lot of money that has to be replaced. It will disappear. We urge you not to wait until the last minute to look for work. DETA reports that the number of weekly unemployment claims continues to fall, and that's a good thing, because right now we have employers who need you. This opportunity is a time when there is success just waiting for you to expose yourself to the experience that we're going to have here. This is going to be an incredible experience. We know that there are a lot of reasons why people may not have returned to work so far. Some have left their jobs. Some have had time to rethink things as a result of the pandemic and may have gone off in a different direction. Others may well be dependent upon the unemployment benefits. But it doesn't really matter why. If after September, people who would not otherwise have the opportunity want to work, now is the time. And the reality is that replacing the $300 is really going to be consequential to families and individuals who've needed those dollars. So this is the time. This is a really critical, wonderful opportunity. I'm here with Commissioner Segerblom, who is co-hosting this with us, and let me introduce him to you.
Thank you, Jim. I've never had an echo before, so it's pretty impressive. I just want to point out that there's going to be over 100 employers. We have 2,500 RSVPs so far, but we're looking at between 10 and 20,000 actual jobs that will be available here on Friday. So anyone who is interested, if you really want work, dress accordingly, come down and meet people. If you just want to check out the job market, you can. But when we asked these employers to participate, we said, first, do you have 10 or more jobs? And second, are these well-paying jobs? We don't want minimum wage jobs. So these are actual jobs that if you're in your field, or maybe you want to try to switch fields and check it out. But these jobs are worth coming to check out. This is the Las Vegas market. As Commissioner Gibson said, in a couple months, these jobs may not be available and unemployment may run out. So now is a perfect opportunity for anyone looking for a job, anyone who wants to hire somebody to come down here on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you.
Thanks, Dick. We've got a flyer that lays out some of the employers that will be here, but let me just mention that Tesla, Amazon, CVS, Caesars Entertainment, MGM Resorts, the Cosmopolitan, Venetian, UMC, Anthem, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Pink Bucks Donuts, Metro Police, PT's Pub, and Sierra Gold. The list goes on and on. Virtually every industry that has employees in our valley is going to be participating in this job fair. There's never been another job fair quite like it. We'll have professionals that will be at the job fair. If you show up and you're not sure of your resume, someone who knows will look at your resume, maybe make suggestions to you. We'll have laptops and printers available if you need to fine-tune it, or if you don't have a resume, we'll help you put one together so that when you go to your job interview, you'll have an opportunity to help the employer understand what your real experience is. Keep in mind that this is a job interview, so dress in an effort to impress the folks that you're going to be interviewing with. And as was indicated, this is a time when there will be people who will come here and bring their resume and dress right and be interviewed. They'll walk out of here with job opportunities. Commissioner Segerblom and I have sponsored several job fairs, and a couple of times we've had people walk past. In fact, we had one lady, I think, who said she had 4 or 6 or something job offers. There will be jobs offered. People will become employed this Friday at the job fair. So let's make sure that we take advantage of every opportunity, and this is one great one. It's also noteworthy that the Southern Nevada Health District will be here to provide vaccinations to people who want them or need them. And keep in mind that some employers are requiring or hoping that their employees will have been vaccinated. I don't know which ones require and which ones hope. I just know that the vaccines can be an issue. If you haven't had a vaccine, then come. All 3 will be available. They'll be free to you. And it's an opportunity to further comply with whatever their work requirements may be. So we hope that you understand that this is really the last opportunity to get these jobs in time to take care of whatever your budget constraints are going to be after the unemployment benefits change. We encourage you to come out. We've done this because it is the most important thing we could do right now. And we're happy to take questions from you if you have any.
Can you speak to the magnitude of 100 jobs? Like you said, everything from Tesla to paintball. Put that to work.
Well, let me say it a little differently. We understand that the people who are represented on this list of employees have as many as 12,000 open jobs. So when we say that there are going to be, we expect 2,000 to 3,000, I'd love to see 5,000 people show up. I think we've grown by 1,000 over the weekend. And if that continues to happen, then we're going to really be seriously putting people to work. That's a huge impact in this economy. And we're 8.9% unemployed in Las Vegas right now. in May. I don't know what the June numbers are, but 8.9%. That's a lot of unemployment. This is an opportunity to take a big chunk of that out and fix life for a lot of people.
Can you kind of talk about the cross-section of these jobs? Some of these seem like blue-collar jobs, some of these seem like service jobs, and then there's jobs like tech-heavy like Tesla. Can you kind of speak to the cross-section and getting people back to work with this?
Do you want to try that?
Fast process?
You just said it. This is a cross-section of everywhere from President of the United States to somebody that works at a hotel. But the key is it's not a minimum wage job. These are $12 or more jobs, many of them $20 or more jobs. And as Jim said, there's over 10,000 opportunities. So this is a real opportunity. He didn't mention Clark County is one of the employers that will be here. We have a lot of really good jobs available with great benefits, great pension plan. We also have free parking out here, so everybody can come down Convention Center Drive and park for free. You can come see the beautiful new building, which your taxpayer money paid for. So this is a gorgeous facility to see. And as he said, we also have vaccines. So we have everything you need. So we encourage you to come out and try it.
No, the World of Concrete was here just a month ago, but this is, let me tell you, this is as meaningful an event as has ever been held in the convention center, ever. This is an opportunity to get Las Vegas back to work. The Elvis Presley Drive crosses right behind us on the north side of the convention center, and it opens into the parking lot that will be available for folks. So either Convention Center Drive or Elvis Presley is a good way to arrive here. There's plenty of parking for everyone.
You talked a little bit about this, but there is hesitancy for people to get back into the workforce. Can you talk about why you think people are hesitant to get back and what are they looking for in a job?
Well, I alluded to it a moment ago. There are various reasons why that we are aware of, and then I suppose the rest of it is all kind of conjecture. But obviously there are some who have received the unemployment benefit, and they lose that September 4th. So that's coming to an end. For those who have decided to change careers, this is an opportunity to seek something in a different industry. We're not really sure what has been going on altogether, but we think that there are a multitude of factors that have been in place. Each decision is an individual one. And we're not condemning anyone who's been receiving the unemployment benefit. That's what it's there for. It's there to provide support. And people have, in many cases, changed the way that they spend time with their family or do other things. That's all good. But that is all coming to an end. And so this is a critical time. It's time to act now. As I say, there are probably as many reasons as there are people that they haven't been working lately.
You talk about conditions that have changed over the pandemic. We've seen housing prices go up significantly. We've seen child care is tougher to get, more expensive for families. What responsibility do these employers have to make sure that the world that these employees are going to be walking into is one that they can care for their families and live comfortably?
One of the things that's interesting about this group of employers is that you probably couldn't put together a better A-list of places to work. These are companies that understand the value of their employees. They're looking to add new people to the ranks of their team. And as they do it, what people are going to find is a real opportunity to change the way that they've been working in the past. This is an opportunity to upgrade. It's an opportunity to become a part of the real fabric of this valley, whether it is in gaming and hospitality or somewhere else, because the fabric is broad enough now that it includes many other things, and it's all represented here.
Can you kind of talk about the motivation in these companies right now across the valley? It seems like there's tons of money coming in, but not enough people to take the orders. Does that seem to be the case for them trying to just fill as many jobs as possible right now?
Well, the motivation is simply that they can't find employees. The employees are not getting to them. We know that there are thousands of people who want to work. We've already had, as Commissioner Segerblom just said, 2,500 people register to come to this event. But for some reason, they're not getting together. This is an opportunity to network them together. And we we know that there are a multitude of ways that people find employment, but right now employers have been having an extremely difficult time, and it is well documented. They are having an extremely difficult time building out the ranks of their teams.
For people not available or can't make it on this Friday, is there any other online resources or any other job fairs that they should know about?
Well, the resources, excuse me, the resources that will be available for the job fair are available online, so they can take advantage of all that is there. And of course, Dieter has a lot of assistance that they can provide that will make a difference for people who are really interested in finding work. But in terms of this job fair, it does begin and end between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Friday. And what we're hoping is that people will come ready to work, really ready to engage themselves. And what we hope for is that they get conflicted because there are a number of opportunities that they get to select from.
One last thing, please. You two are commissioners. You look at the people of your district, and you look at September as that deadline coming. Are you concerned that this is a real issue here, the lack of employees in these places, and this need for jobs?
Well, I think the bigger issue so far is there's still 9% unemployment. So we need to find jobs for those people. Vegas is on fire, and as you can see from the Strip, they're hiring, but a lot of jobs haven't come back. A lot of jobs never will come back. So it is going to be trying to match people with a job, and it may not be the same job and the same person as before the pandemic. And I also want to say one other thing about your first question, which was I find that a lot of the tension out there is actually greater now that the pandemic is open and people are coming back out than it was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we could all just sit back and kind of huddle, but now as people come out, they're experiencing things they haven't seen, they're meeting people they haven't seen for a long time, they're learning how to interact again. So I would say if you're in one of those positions, this is a good opportunity to just come out and see what's going on out there, what the new world is, because this is a new world. This is a great time for Las Vegas as far as being on fire, but as far as employment goes, we're totally different than we were a year ago.
Just maybe one other comment. In one of the questions earlier, the cost of living in Las Vegas is not on the decline. So if there ever were a time to look for an opportunity into which you could grow, meaning you can learn new things, you can qualify for other jobs in the companies. These are all companies where there has been a history of upward mobility among the ranks of the employees. This is the time to do it, because not only will you have other opportunities for job duties, but in all likelihood over the course of time you have the chance to earn a little more money. And right now it is something that people are really, really worried about. Buying a home today is more difficult than it's ever been. If you're to qualify, then you need to make sure you don't get yourself in a fix where your credit is unwound. To the extent that we can help bring something to you that gets to you in time to prevent any of that, that's what we're hoping to do. And I think it's also important to note that Commissioner Segerblom and I and our chair, Commissioner Kirkpatrick, have worked hard to make sure that this is the biggest and the best and the most successful and the most positively impactful job fair we've ever had in Southern Nevada. For sure, it will be in terms of those that have been co-sponsored by members of this commission. This is the biggest deal we've ever been a part of. And what we're hoping for is the kind of success that we all are excited about really happens, and we're confident that it will from our experience.
I have one real quick question, and just kind of doing the math, right? You guys just said it. There are thousands of jobs that went away that are never coming back. There are thousands of people that are moving here right now. Eventually these jobs will be filled up once this unemployment happens. But what about those people who didn't get that job? Is there some fear from the future right now of what's going to happen when this runs out and there aren't any jobs to jump into?
Well, that is life, right? I mean, people have to be accountable for themselves. What we're hoping is to crowd the thought processes enough that they get overwhelmed with the notion that there's something urgent about coming out and participating and seeking employment. There is something urgent about it. It's not like these jobs are going to be around forever. They're going to find people for these jobs. They're going to make do. They're going to do whatever they must. What we don't want is to have people who could have and would have and all pass on the opportunity and then find themselves in a place where they can't help themselves. So this is about doing the right thing for yourself. We hope people will take advantage of it. Well, thank you very much. We're happy at any time if you have questions, you can direct them to our offices. We're happy to speak with you.
And if you want to do one-on-ones, and we have somebody here from Dieter. Pretty impressive to have a, feel like you're coach speaking.
Okay, it looks like this press conference is just about wrapping up. You heard from Commissioners Jim Gibson and Segerblom with a urgent message for Clark County residents. Don't wait for unemployment benefits to expire before finding your next job. They say that anyone interested should attend this Friday's job fair at the convention center at 9 a.m. It goes from 9 a.m. to 2, as you can see there on that poster. And they say that these are actually well-paying jobs, not minimum wage jobs, but well-paying jobs that are worth checking out. And they also talked about the fact that in a couple months' time, these positions might not be available. As for the employers expected to attend looking for workers, they say there are reputable companies, including Tesla, the Cosmopolitan, Metro Police, the Venetian. The list goes on and on. And the county says they will also help people put resumes together if they need that help. They're urging people to dress to impress when attending this job fair, that they should be ready for on-the-spot job interviews. We'll have much more on the story on our website, lvrj.com, and this evening on our 7 at 7 p.m. newscast. You can also download our free RJ mobile app to get news alerts sent right to your phone. You can find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all your favorite streaming platforms. I'm Jen Ah. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you at 7 tonight.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino,